Your excuses don't care about your dreams, and your dreams sure as hell don't care about your excuses. You want to win? Then progress is non-negotiable every damn day. Most people wait for motivation, the right mood, or perfect timing. Winners, they manufacture progress daily. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to move forward even when the world is falling apart around you. If you're serious about dominating your life and your goals, listen up. This isn't for snowflakes. Don't wait for the stars to align, make them align. Too many people are sitting on the sidelines of life, paralyzed by planning, overthinking, and fear. They've read the books, they've watched the YouTube videos, they've bought the online courses, but when it's time to execute, crickets. Because it's easy to dream, it's easy to fantasize about a perfect future, but real progress, that comes from doing the shit that needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. Let me make one thing painfully clear. You don't get results by setting goals. That's just mental masturbation if you're not backing it up with action. Results come from execution. Ruthless daily execution. If you're not waking up every morning and asking yourself, what's the one move I can make today that pushes me forward, then you're not serious. That single question separates winners from wannabes. And when you find the answer, you don't hesitate, you don't delay, and you sure as hell don't ask for permission. You take the shot. Execution isn't sexy, it's not always fun. It's the repetition of what works. It's doing the cold calls when you're tired. It's writing the pages when you're uninspired. It's showing up to the gym when every cell in your body says, stay in bed. That's the price of progress. No one cares about how you feel. Your future doesn't care that you're tired. Your bank account doesn't care that you had a rough day. What matters is whether you showed up and got the job done. Most people live in a loop of planning and procrastination. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect mood. They wait for the right time. Let me tell you something, the right time is a fucking illusion. The winners of the world don't wait. They build, they create, they force the universe to move by moving first. And that's what you've got to do, because if you don't commit to daily execution, someone else will. And they'll take the very opportunities you were thinking about chasing. You want freedom? You want power? You want results? Then get militant about execution. It's not enough to want it. You've got to live it, breathe it, make action your religion. Forget about being perfect. Forget about having it all figured out. Just move, take the shot, break something, fix it, learn, repeat. The truth is, the people who win don't have better plans. They just act faster and more often. So if you want to change your life, stop negotiating with laziness. Stop trying to time the market of your own life. Get clear on the next move and do it like your life depends on it, because it does. Your destiny is built in the quiet, unseen moments when you choose execution over excuses. That's where champions are made. One day, one move, one decision at a time. You can't make progress if your mind's hijacked by dopamine and deadbeats. That line isn't just a soundbite, it's the damn truth. You can be the most talented, driven person on the planet, but if your focus is shredded into 1,000 pieces by distractions, you're going nowhere, fast. Let's get real. Most people aren't stuck because they lack potential. They're stuck because their attention is being mugged every 5 minutes. Scrolling endlessly through social media like it's a part-time job. Checking likes, watching other people live their fake highlight reels. That's digital dopamine addiction. Every time you pick up your phone out of boredom, every time you get pulled into meaningless online debates or binge content that adds zero value to your goals, you're draining your energy. Death by 1,000 swipes. And it's not just your devices, it's the people around you too. You've got to cut the deadbeats. You know the ones. They don't push you, they don't challenge you, they sure as hell don't believe in you. All they do is whine, waste time, and suck the drive out of your day with their negativity. You can't fly like an eagle when you're surrounded by pigeons who live for crumbs. If someone's not aligned with your vision, period, Your environment needs to be a battlefield where only growth survives. Everything you expose yourself to, what you see, hear, touch, programs your mind. So ask yourself, is my environment building me into a warrior or turning me into a soft, distracted mess? Because the harsh reality is that if your surroundings aren't designed for execution, you will default to distraction. Every time. Start guarding your time like your life depends on it, because it does. You don't get time back. Every wasted hour is a brick stolen from the empire you could have built. Every just 5 more minutes turns into a habit of mediocrity. Successful people don't entertain distractions. They eliminate them ruthlessly. So here's the move. Go monk mode. Lock in. Set boundaries like a psycho. Block apps. Silence the noise. Tell the clowns in your life you're on a mission and they're not invited unless they bring value. Create space where focus becomes natural, not forced. This isn't about being antisocial, it's about being intentional. The world is designed to distract you. Companies spend billions making sure your attention never gets a break, but you can outplay them if you decide to. Build a fortress around your mind. Set systems. Work in deep blocks. Reward discipline, not distraction. Turn off the world and turn up your focus. Because progress doesn't happen in chaos. It happens in silence, solitude, and strategy. And if you want to build something great, you've got to destroy anyone that keeps you small. Kill the noise. Focus is the new currency. And the broke ones, they're the ones still scrolling. Routine isn't boring, it's the daily war plan of killers. The people who dominate in business, in life, in the battlefield of results, they don't wake up and wing it. They don't hope the day goes their way. They take the day by the throat and bend it to their will. That starts with a routine. Not just any routine. A battle-tested, unbreakable structure that forces progress even on the days you don't feel like moving. Most people sleepwalk through their lives. They wake up whenever they feel like it, check their phone, scroll through trash, maybe get to work late, and wonder why they're stuck in the same miserable cycle. But not high performers, not killers. The ones who are serious about making something out of their lives treat their routine like sacred ground. They build it, they defend it, and they refine it ruthlessly. You wake up early because it puts you on offense. That 5 a.m. alarm, it's not about some Instagram rise and grind trend. It's about starting the day on your terms, in silence, with clarity, before the world bombards you with distractions. You get up early so you can think, plan, and execute while everyone else is still drooling on their pillow. That's the edge. That's the weapon. Then you attack your morning with purpose. You don't wander into your day, you kick the door down. Whether it's training your body, feeding your mind, or knocking out the first big task of the day, you're not reacting, you're controlling. Winners don't check notifications first, they check goals. They review the mission, and they take action before excuses have a chance to wake up. You structure your day like a disciplined assassin. No wasted motion, no random decisions. Every hour has a purpose. If it's not moving you toward your goals, it doesn't belong on your schedule. That includes people, distractions, and anything else that steals your time and focus. You run your calendar like a CEO, not a clown juggling chaos. Habits are not sexy. They are not flashy, but they are the bricks that build empires. You don't win by doing something amazing once. You win by doing something effective every single day, over and over, until it compounds into domination. You brush your teeth every day. Why? Because it keeps your mouth clean. You build your habits the same way because they keep your mind, body, and mission sharp. And listen, this is the part where most people quit. They get bored, they want variety, they want excitement, but killers, they embrace the repetition. They fall in love with discipline because they know that routine isn't just survival, it's strategy. It's the system that turns chaos into control. You want progress? Build a routine so sharp it punches back when life tries to knock you off course. Make your day a machine, then run it like a savage. Don't tell me how hard you tried. Show me what the fuck got done. You see, the world doesn't reward effort, it rewards results. Too many people walk around wearing their trying like a badge of honor, as if effort alone is a currency that buys success. Newsflash. It's not. Effort is the bare minimum, it's the entry ticket. But results, that's the scoreboard. That's what separates the talkers from the terminators. You can bleed effort all over your calendar, grind 12-hour days, and still be stuck in the same pathetic place next month. Why? Because you mistook movement for progress. You are busy, not effective. You feel time instead of filling the bank. That's what happens when you worship effort over outcomes. Nobody gives a damn how tired you are. The market doesn't pay for exhaustion. It pays for value delivered. Results, execution, wins. Period. That's why you have to review your day like a battlefield, not with emotion, not with pride, with cold hard analysis. Did something get done that made me better? Did I close a deal, ship a product, gain a client, push a boundary? If the answer is no, then what the hell were you doing all day? Because if your actions didn't lead to measurable, tangible progress, then congratulations. You wasted another 24 hours of your one and only life. You think Jeff Bezos sits around talking about how hard he tried? You think Elon Musk celebrates effort? No. They measure outcomes, track key metrics, and kill what's not working. That's the mindset of giants. You want to be great? Then stop patting yourself on the back for trying. Instead, build a system that demands output. Every task you do should have a result attached to it. If it doesn't, drop it, delegate it, or burn it. And when the day ends, you don't go to bed with comfort, you go to bed with clarity. You know what worked, you know what didn't, and you make a plan to hit harder tomorrow. That's the cycle. Execute, review, adjust, repeat. Every day. No breaks, no mercy. Winners are obsessed with the scoreboard. Not because they're insecure, but because they understand reality. The scoreboard never lies. It tells you if you're playing to win or just playing around. So stop keeping score in emotions. Start keeping score in results. Kill the fluff, track the facts. And remember this, the world is watching what you produce, not what you promise. Produce greatness or step aside. Growth doesn't live in comfort. It lives in chaos, pain, and risk. That's the raw, unfiltered truth. Comfort zones are graveyards where dreams go to die. If you want progress, you've got to become the kind of person who doesn't just tolerate discomfort. You hunt it down, embrace it, and learn to thrive in it. You think champions got there by doing what felt good? Hell no. They did what was necessary. They trained when they were exhausted. They spoke up when their voice shook. They stood tall when everything in them wanted to hide. And guess what? That pain, that fear, that's the price of admission to the life you say you want. Most people spend their whole lives avoiding anything that feels hard. They hit a little resistance and crumble. One bad day and they throw the whole week away. That's not how warriors think. That's not how winners operate. You've got to rewire your relationship with discomfort. Instead of seeing it as punishment, see it as proof that you're doing something worth doing. You're not growing if you're not stretching, and stretching hurts. It pulls, it burns, it breaks down the old version of you, and that's the whole damn point. The version of you that's comfortable, that version can't take you to greatness. That version settles. That version makes excuses. That version dies full of regret. Do you want to know what separates high performers from the mediocre masses? It's not talent, it's not luck, it's the ability to do hard things when they least feel like doing them. It's choosing the cold shower instead of the warm bed. It's choosing the honest conversation instead of silence. It's showing up to work, the gym, the business, regardless of the emotional weather. Winners don't negotiate with pain, they use it. They treat discomfort like a compass, pointing them toward the next breakthrough. When it hurts, that's the signal you're on the edge of a new level. The cold truth? If your days are comfortable, you're probably not growing. If your routine feels easy, you're playing too damn small. Progress is forged in pressure. You've got to face the fear, face the resistance, and say, is that all you got? Because every time you conquer discomfort, you stack confidence. You build momentum, you become harder to break and impossible to stop. That's the real flex. Not how smooth your life looks, but how tough your mind is. So stop waiting for things to feel right. Progress doesn't ask how you feel, it demands action. Uncomfortable, uncertain, unrelenting action. Get up earlier than your excuses. Do the thing your fear is telling you to avoid. Put yourself in situations that force you to level the hell up. Discomfort is the toll you pay for greatness. And if you're not willing to pay it, then be prepared to watch someone else live the life you were too soft to build. The second you start negotiating with your inner BT, you already lost. That voice, the one whispering maybe later, you're tired, you deserve a break. It's a liar. It's not your friend. It's the voice of mediocrity, the silent assassin of dreams. And every time you entertain it, every second you sit and think instead of do, you reinforce the habits of failure. You train yourself to flinch, to hesitate, to second guess. And let me tell you something, the world doesn't reward hesitation, it devours it. Winners don't negotiate with themselves. Winners operate like machines. They decide once and that decision echoes through their actions, day after day, without question, without emotion. You think SEAL Team 6 negotiates with their feelings before kicking in a door? Hell no, they train, they execute, and they move. You want to dominate your life? Then you need that same mindset. Ruthless, relentless, non-negotiable. When it's time to act, act. Not later, not tomorrow, not after I'm more motivated. Motivation is a damn myth. You think I feel motivated every morning? No, I feel disciplined. I made a promise to myself, and that promise is worth more than any feeling. Feelings are for children, execution is for warriors. Decide who you are. Are you someone who does or someone who thinks about doing? The moment you let yourself debate whether or not you should take action, you've already stepped into quicksand. That delay, that hesitation, it grows. You give it 5 minutes today, it'll steal an hour tomorrow, a week next month, and your whole damn future if you let it. The path to power is paved in hard, uncomfortable choices made instantly and follow through without apology. You either dominate that voice inside or become its slave. Burn the plan B. Burn it so there's no retreat, no fallback, no excuse. When your only option is forward, you move. And when you move consistently, progress becomes inevitable. Show up when it sucks. Show up when it's cold. Show up when it's dark and lonely and no one's watching. Because that is the moment you separate from the pack. That is the moment you harden. That's when the transformation begins. Shut up. No whining, no moaning, no validation seeking. Nobody cares. You're not a victim, you're a force. And if you're not, become one. You've got one life, and the clock's ticking. The universe doesn't owe you another chance, another opportunity, another spark of luck. What you got is now. And the only thing between you and the life you claim you want is action. Ruthless, non-negotiable action. So level the hell up. Today, right now. Decide who you are. And then prove it. Over and over, every day. Until there's no doubt left in your mind or anyone else's about what you're capable of. You want progress? Then start acting like your future's watching, because it is. There's no magic formula. There's only you, your work ethic, and your balls. Make progress every single day, because the empire you dream of won't build itself. Now get out there and make it happen.